to take some baby steps. Has anybody ever had an uncle? Yeah. Have you ever had an uncle that was kind of like that guy right there, kind of in a good mood, laughing, and whenever he came around, he was always in a good mood, and he always kind of taught you something, like he was always kind of snapping his fingers, whistling. You know, you always look for, Uncle Jim, man, I can't wait for him to come around. Why? Because he taught you something, maybe he bought you something, took you out for a little snack, lunch, dinner, whatever, and you couldn't wait for that uncle to come around. That's why they call me Uncle Jim. I like to have a lot of fun while I'm doing stuff. And I'm going to teach you something too. So, is that kind of cool? Yeah. So just say, once in a while, just say thanks, Uncle Jim. Okay, so check this out. So you guys over here, we're going to turn you guys into something. And does anybody know anything about real estate? Okay, we're going to have to really go back to kindergarten. Does anybody right now live somewhere? Yes. Okay, because I'm not getting all the hands. You guys live somewhere? Yes or yes? House, condo, townhome, co-op, condo, duplex, fourplex, apartment, whatever. Can we all look at the trailer park? Can we all agree that you live somewhere? Say yes. Very good. That means you're in real estate. Either you pay rent or a mortgage, or you own the property free and clear. You're in real estate. Everybody understand? Yes. Let's go even further back than that, because we're going to teach you something probably you haven't done it enough. When you guys were born, right? Yes. When you were born into real estate. Yes. Yeah, really, check it out. So when you were born, you popped out and you were in usually a building somewhere, hospital or home or on the subway, whatever. But you were born into this world, into real estate. Mom and Dad were living somewhere. Can we agree on this? Yes. So you've been in real estate your whole life, just so you know. And what I want you to start thinking about is this. I don't want you to think about real estate as like houses and duplexes and fourplexes and commercial buildings and apartment buildings and gas stations and restaurants and bars, because all those human beings and people that are involved in those businesses walk on real estate every day. Somebody's making money on the land under your feet right now. So let's go even further than that. The place you live right now, unless you bought it brand new, but even if you bought it brand new, somebody made money on that land underneath where you live every single day. Somebody made money on that. So does that make a little sense? Yes. The question is, why not you? Right? So every piece of property out there, somebody built, somebody made money on it, and a lot of these properties, people made money on time and time and time and time again. Okay, they bought it, fixed it, rehabbed it, right, and then they sold it. It happens all the time, guys. So I want you to realize you do know real estate, you're in real estate, now you just need a system, and then you need a big kick and boot in the assets. Does that make a little sense? Right? Because you can go out there and say, well, I know how to do it, but I'm broke. Right? So one of the things we're going to cover, and I'm not really going to talk a lot about real estate this morning, it's more personal development. In other words, are you going to do this? We can teach you all day. I can show you how to flip a house in about 15 minutes. I can show you how to flip 20 houses at a time in about 18 minutes. It's the same system. We have a system. But are you going to do something with it? So I want you to remember that, okay? And right now I'm your mentor. I'm going to mentor you guys right now. We're a mentoring company. And we have many, many different types of trainings. You guys are kind of in elementary school right now. So here's how we're going to start this out. And we'll have some fun too. All right, so you guys over here on this side, you're going to be, because we're going to turn you into something, a highly desperate, motivated seller. That's you guys over here. All right, so if they're a highly desperate, motivated seller, then you guys are half smart, right? Hello? Yes. All right, let me start this then over again. Let's go over again. If I pause, that's participation of time. So when I pause, just have fun. You can participate, okay? Okay. We'll try it again later. All right. So if they're a highly desperate, motivated seller, what do you think you guys might be? Not a buyer. No. No, not yet. Highly desperate, motivated buyer. Meaning, yeah, I gave you the answer. You just got to follow. You don't want just a buyer. Buyers shop around all the time. We want somebody to buy. When do you want them to buy? Now. So check this out. Tell me if this makes sense. Wouldn't it make sense, and wouldn't it be intelligent, to have a person ready to buy the house before we buy it? Yes. Wow. Is that a little intelligent? Yes. So most people go out and buy a property, an REO, a tax lien, a tax certificate, foreclosure, a pre-foreclosure, a notice of default, probate, divorce property, bankruptcy property. I've got them all, right? Wow. What'll happen, this is just the start. What'll happen is they'll buy it and say, oh, I'm going to fix it up and I'm going to make a lot of money. And then it sits for 6 months and they're like, why isn't it selling? Because they didn't have a highly desperate, motivated buyer first before they went and bought the property. Does everybody with me say yeah? Yeah. Okay, wow, we're having an epiphany already. Look what you learned. So we're going to go over setting up